What is up, YouTube? It's Roger, and you're back on Obsessed with the Fix. Today we're back on the 93 F150 with the gauge cluster. Last weekend we tried to change the oil sending unit, fix the oil pressure gauge, but it didn't work. So today we're going to change all of them. We're going to change the coolant gauge, we're going to change the oil pressure gauge, we're going to change the alternator gauge right there. We're not going to change the fuel gauge right there or the speedometer right there. So let's go in the house and see what we got. All right, so we have the copper line, the copper tubing. We have coolant gauge, the alternator, and the oil pressure gauge. So we're going to put that in. We're going to hack the original gauge cluster up and put those inside there. Let's get into it. All right, I got it out. I didn't figure y'all wanted to watch that again. That's on the last video. If you want to see that, I'll put a link in the description and you can go watch. So we're going to take this in the house. We're going to take it apart. Then I'm going to pull up a wiring diagram for this and we're going to hook it all up, make it work like factory. Let's go in the house. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this apart. Don't need that no more. All right, this just pulls off of there. Pull that off there. All right. Now, this one. Just pop him off. Bye-bye. All right, now this one's going to be a little bit trickier. And that's the best you get. Something like that, huh? So this is actually smaller than that. So I'm going to start off going about 1/8 smaller than that. All right, now I'm going to cut it. I'll be back. I'm gonna do this outside. It's too much of a mess. Yeah. Yeah. You know, a normal pair of scissors would be good for this, but in this household, we can't seem to keep a pair of scissors, so I'll just do what I gotta do here. Look at that. There it is. And I'm gonna go outside and cut this one now. Alright, I'll be back. This is what I have so far. I gotta do some cutting on that. I have to do some cutting on that. Then I have to figure out which circuits I can lose and which ones I can't. Alright, this alternator gauge is going to be fairly simple. I'll just be able to hook it up into the old gauge. If that makes sense. After a lot of cutting, with the burr bit, this is what we got. It fits, and the gauge fits over there. But I've got to do some customizing on the back for the copper tubing to come through. For that, and for our water gauge. I'll pop these dudes out. Like that. Turn them over. Pull them out. Now we have to figure out how to get the water pump gauge through here. I think maybe I can go right through here. Maybe. We're gonna try. Alright, that goes through there. Now let's see if it will actually work. You know? That's the part that counts. Will it work? Will it ever work again, YouTube? I don't know. Alright, here's yeah, I can still see it. I'm okay with that. I mean, I could have brought that lower, but, you know, whatever. It's done now. I'm tired. I'm done messing with it, so I'm going to call it a night. I'll be back tomorrow.